Hey everyone, so I thought for a good first video I would just talk kind of about what happened to my ankle, and this is about the shortest way possible I can put the story with it being descriptive. So basically, if you are in track, junior high track, or if you are in my gym class, or our study skills class, when we had Mrs. Hotelling do our our exercises to get us going in the morning, because it was our second period class and everyone was dead. And so she would do she would make us do like jumping jacks or whatever, just kind of to wake us up. And I never did participate in those, but I didn't have her for until March, I think. But not March, April. But basically what happened is I was at GICC for a game, for a basketball game, and the shot goes up. I come up to get the rebound, and then I come back down, and I fell, and I didn't know what caused me to fall. I just know that I got up, and I gave the ball to the ref because the buzzer that went off, and that was the fourth quarter, and so it was basically game over. And I walked over to the bench, kind of limping, and I sat down, and because I did have another game to play. And so I sat down, took a drink, went out to warm up for the next game, and I noticed my ankle kind of hurt, and I thought, maybe I just twisted it. I am pretty clumsy and do have a tendency to twist my ankles a lot. But I also wore ankle braces on both ankles, and those just kind of provide support. And so I thought, maybe whatever. I just kind of twisted it wrong, we'll just rub this off, it'll be fine. Well, then we had a game. This was a Tuesday, so then we had a game Thursday in Minden, and I didn't go quite as hard in that game, and it was just because my ankle hurt a lot, and it hurt. And I didn't play as well, and I was pretty upset with my performance, and it wasn't me how I normally play. Then at that game, we got a note from one of our coaches explaining about an AC Hoops tournament team, and really what it was just a traveling team. We traveled to like Kearney, Minden, York, just kind of the small town areas. Kearney and York aren't really small towns, but there were a lot of small towns on there. A huge majority of them were small towns, and I did that, and we had like two 2-hour practices every week, and then we had most of the time we had about 3 tournaments at the most each weekend. And I know 3 tournaments doesn't sound bad, but I should probably clarify when I say 3 tournaments. It was 3 tournaments every day. So in a full weekend, we played about 6 games of basketball, and if you know basketball, that's a lot to play in 2 days. But I remember this was a Monday. We were almost done with the tournament team on a Monday. This was a Monday. We started track practice. Well, in track practice, you obviously run. No matter what you're doing in track, you run. And so I was running, and I got done and went home. That Monday was kind of an easy day. Tuesday, I went to track practice, and our track practices end at 5, and our basketball practices start at 5:30. And so sorry, I say a lot. No, but so I went to the locker room, I got dressed, I got ready for basketball. Then I went outside, and it seems really stupid to go outside, but if you go to our school, you will know that our school has crappy reception. Like, I've stood by a door before, and I had no reception. And our door's obviously laid outside, and I've actually been walking into school before and I had no reception. So our school gets really crappy reception. And I don't know if they do that on purpose or not. So whatever, that doesn't stop me from texting in class. Anyway, but I called my mom, and my mom works under 4 doctors. Orthopedic doctors, to be specific. Yeah, specific. And they, she didn't talk to them. She didn't have time to, but I called her and I'm like, Mom, my ankle's hurt and it hurts to walk. I can barely walk and it's swollen. And she told me, just put ice on it and don't do practice tonight. So I didn't do practice that night, and I iced it for 2 hours and nothing happened to it. And it still hurt, and I was pretty upset because I wanted it to feel better. So then, Wednesday, I went to track practice. It hurt. Thursday rolled around, our last practice before our last tournament, and did the same thing. I went to track practice, got dressed for basketball, called my mom, explaining to her my ankle hurt. She said the same thing. I iced it, did the same thing, and, oh my gosh, I lost my thought. Yeah, and that practice was a, 2-hour practice, but we only practiced for like an hour, and we just kind of went over all of our plays, and we had a lot of plays, but we went over all of our plays, and then we had 6 boxes of pizza, 2 boxes of breadsticks, and 2 boxes of cinnamon sticks. My word, I have never seen 13 girls devour pizza like that and breadsticks. It was pretty fast. And then we had 2 huge Eileen cookies, and if you have an Eileen's in your town, then you know that they are pretty big. They can get up to pretty big cookies. We had 2 of those, and then on top of that, we had 3 packets of 16 cookies. Like small cookies, like not that big, but they were big cookies. We ate it all. None of the parents helped. Coaches didn't help eat it. 13 girls ate it all, and it was all gone. That's completely irrelevant, but yeah, there was a lot of food. So, and I went to the doctor Friday, and he said, I don't know what's going on with your ankle. He looked at it. This was near the end. He said, I don't know what's going on with your ankle, but I am taking you out of sports. You're going to hate me for this, but I'm taking you out of sports until we figure out what's going on. So I had to miss the tournament that weekend. And the sad thing was, we got first place at that tournament too. I was really upset I had to miss that tournament because we got first place. Okay, so then 2 weeks later, I got an MRI. This was a Thursday. Thursday the 29th. March 29th. Yeah. March 29th. I got an MRI. Then I went and babysat. Then, Friday, I was in the second period and the intercom thingy went off and she's like, Mrs. Hoteling, we need Hannah to come to the office. And I'm like, oh my god. Whatever it was, I didn't do it. And I get in there and I'm walking in there and she's like, hi, you're getting a cast. I'm like, what? A cast? Like, I didn't say this because I'm like, oh, okay. That's what I said to her. I'm thinking like, cast? No, I don't want a cast. And it was just awful to be given that news that you are going to have a cast. And yeah, it wasn't fun to be given that news. And sorry, I'm on Facebook trying to multitask, but I'm not good at it. Anyway, so I get the cast. I'm in the cast for a month and a half. It was the worst month and a half of my life. Then, now I'm in a boot, and I have been in a boot since May 1st, I think? I think it was May 1st. And Yeah, so I'm in a boot till July 1st now, and I can't do any sports camps. I can't run, exercise, any lower body exercise. I can't do that. I can't do any of that until July 1st, or if I hurt it again, I have to start over with the cast, and it's not going to be fun. So I have to wear the boot, and the boot sucks. And because I would love to run. I have dreams about running and playing basketball, and I'm just playing sports, and it sucks. Because I wake up really mad. But, yeah, I meant to say something. Yeah, I meant to say something else. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, so now I have a fear of jumping, too. And when I jump, like, these are my legs here. There's this one. And, like, this is the right leg. The leg that's hurt. Like, there. Like, I will jump and come back down on one foot. No, I'm not flipping you off. Come back down on one foot and then put that one down. It's awkward, and I need therapy, and I can't make a full rotation with my right ankle, and it's not very fun. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.